Yo, what is good, boys? We are back with a little prediction video, okay? But as you can see on the screen, it's looking a little different this weekend, okay? Because we got not one, but two cards to go over in today's video. We've got the UFC Fight Night, Arnold Allen. Let me fucking fix it here. Arnold Allen versus Malik Wizel Costa. And then we've also got the Netflix MMA card, okay? On our left here, we've got Ronda Rousey versus Gina Carano. We've got Nate Diaz versus Mike Perry, and Francis Ngannou versus Felipe Lins. Okay, so a bit of a packed video. So we're just gonna shorten it down. I think I already said this in my last video. We're only gonna do the main card for the fight night. And then just these top three fights because who gives a fuck about the rest of the Netflix MMA card? Besides these crafty fucking UFC vets getting back into the game, okay? So we're gonna go over those three and then these six here. We're gonna start off with the UFC Fight Night, just honestly to kind of get it out of the way, and then we're gonna work our way into that beautiful little Netflix card. If you haven't already, all right, I know we're only a minute in, go ahead and hit the little subscribe button. Go ahead and hit a little like button. Um, and drop a little comment in the comment section so we can get these videos pushed out there a little bit more. We've been doing fucking absolutely heat. Okay, you got to tap in. We went 5 for 5 on the main card last weekend. Went 10 for 13 on the whole entire card. And then we went 5 for 6 the card before that. So we're on an absolute heater. All right. So if you're not tapped in, you got to tap in. Um, Hit the little subscribe button. Do your boy a favor, all right? I'm giving out free game here, all right? Um, Without further yapping being done, let's go ahead and get into this first card here. By the way, eh, it's a fucking Thursday, dude. I'm on it, all right? I'm on it this week. It's a fucking Thursday when we're doing these predictions. Usually it's not till Friday at 7 p.m., all right? We're always late, but this time we're early. So let's try to continue this little streak here. First up, we've got Nikolai Veretnikov versus Chaos Williams. Chaos Williams, however you want to fucking say it. We're gonna keep it short and simple, by the way, so we can get to this fucking Netflix card. All right, I'm keeping it real, bro. I have done my research though. Okay, I have done my research, but we're gonna keep it short and simple. Two things in this fight. All right, two things in this fight. The reason I'm picking Chaos Williams to get this one done, by TKO, by the way, in the second round, is one because of the power difference and the striking difference. Bretnikov, he has all right striking, but the main difference here in the striking is the power. Chaos Williams, he's got way more power than Meretnikov. And the second thing kind of goes tit for tat with the first thing. Beretnikov likes to get fucking hit, okay? I'm keeping it real. Beretnikov likes to get hit in the face, apparently. I was watching back some of his fights. This dude is fucking open. I don't want to say the whole fight. I don't want to dog on him too bad, but he's open a fucking lot, all right? And I think Chaos Williams is going to be able to take advantage of that, stay at range. He's got a little bit of a reach difference here as far as the hands go. And like I said, Beretnikov is just too open. It's short, simple, sweet. Give me Chaos Williams to get this one done by round 2 TKO, um, or maybe like a round 3, probably a late round 2 TKO. On to the next, we've got Timmy Kumba versus Bernardo Sopa. I think it's Sopa. I'm going with Bernardo Sopa to get this one done here by decision. Clean little decision, probably. Probably a 29-28 if I had to put a number on it. And the main thing here that I was looking at is Sopa's athleticism. The difference in athleticism here is it's not massive, but it's a pretty big gap. Okay, both of them are pretty athletic, but Sopa, he's one of those athletic guys. Sometimes, okay, let's rewind here. Sometimes these athletic guys, they get a little bit too crazy. Okay, like a Francis Ngannou just starts wailing punches, fucking flying forward. But Sopa, he's found a good balance. He's athletic, but he's also technical. And he's just the overall better striker here, the better fighter. He's got grappling he can rely on if he needs to, which is why I'm not going to take him by TKO. I'm going to take him by decision. Because I think he might try to ride out some of the rounds, with some ground and pound or some cage control pound, whatever you want to fucking call it, some cage pound. Making up new fucking terms here. He's gonna land some nasty cage pound, uh, against Timmy Kumba. And I think Kuma's going to struggle with the pace a little bit. So give me Bernardo Sapa by a clean 29-28 decision. On to the next, we've got Modestas Bukak. Bro, I fucking struggle with this guy's name every time. Bukauskas. Modestas Bukauskas versus Christian Edwards. Okay. Easiest fight to predict on the card. I'm not going to lie. Give me Modestas Bukauskas by. What did I have him down here for? Hold on. Let me pull it up. Fuck, I didn't write down the round. Give me Modestas Bukauskas by fucking late round 1, early round 2 TKO. He's going up against Christian Edwards, which none of you probably know. Pretty good fighter. I mean, I guess overall, he's got a lot of holes in his game. And in the grappling department, in the striking department as well. And Modestas is a pretty good. He's a pretty good grappler. He's got some pretty good cage control. And he's just a lot more experienced than Christian Edwards. There's no reason to be picking Christian Edwards to get this one done. We haven't seen him fight in the UFC. We haven't seen him fight competition in veterans like Modestas Bukauskas. So give me Modestas Bukauskas. I think he's going to rely on his boxing here, in his cage control, and get himself a little round 2 TKO. I could see him breaking off the cage, from the cage control, and then landing like some mean shots against the cage, maybe something like that. Give me him by round 2 TKO. On to the next, we've got Malcolm Wellmaker versus Juan Diaz. Look, bro, Malcolm Wellmaker. Let's not forget. Let's not forget who we're talking about here. Okay, we're talking about the Malcolm Wellmaker. Okay, 10-1. The one losses against Ethan Ewing, who we saw in his last fight after Malcolm Wellmaker, is an absolute fucking demon. All right, that motherfucker Ethan Ewing. Okay, he's a fucking demon. All right, people talking about a ranked opponent for Ethan Ewing next, all types of shit. So I'm gonna try to like not take that into consideration. As stupid as it sounds, I love Malcolm Wellmaker in this fight. I think he's gonna be able to stay on the outside or the inside. If you get what I'm saying, he's not gonna be in that hitting range for Juan Diaz here. And he should be able to mix it up pretty good with the striking. I think I'm gonna take him by a round 3 TKO or decision. I don't really have a clear answer for this one. I think I'm just gonna take one of those two. Because I think he's just the overall better fighter. Juan Diaz is good as far as his striking and stuff, but I think Malcolm Wellmaker, he's just crafty. All right, he's a crafty vet, even though he's not a vet. He's a crafty up and comer. All right, give me Malcolm Wellmaker. He's gonna mix it up, go with his boxing. I was just thinking about this a little bit ago. Malcolm Wellmaker, if you think about it, he's a little bit of he's a taller Joshua Van in a way. He's got good counters, good timing, all those type of traits of Joshua Van. I think it's kind of a good comparison. Malcolm Wellmaker is the well, not tall, but the taller Joshua Van. So give me Malcolm Wellmaker by round 3 TKO or decision. On to the next tier, we've got Doo Ho Choi versus Daniel Santos. I think I'm gonna go with Daniel Santos to get this one done by a round. I think there's gonna be a lot of KOs on this card. Like I said, this card's not as bad. This card's not as bad as people are making it out to be. We just had a really big high last weekend. Okay, so this seems like a really big low. I think there's gonna be a shit ton of finishes on this card. And I think Daniel Santos is gonna be one of those finishes because I think he's gonna fucking knock the shit out of Doo Ho Choi, in the second round. He's just a little bit better of a counter puncher than Choi. Choi does have some good counters every now and then. But Santos has some really good counters. Oh fuck, dude. Hold on, let me adjust my goddamn fucking headphone here. It's goddamn poking me in the ear. But I am a little bit worried if Daniel Santos can't keep this more of a technical matchup, because he's a very technical fighter. If he can't keep this a more technical matchup, then I can see Doo Ho Choi getting this one done as well. This is a close fight here. I don't know why I said he's going to knock the shit out of him. I'm not super confident in this pick. Because Doo Ho Choi, when it gets ugly, bruh. All right, don't mess with my dude Doo Ho Choi. All right, he's a good counter puncher as well. And And Santos does get hit a lot. So, bit of a coin flip here, but I'm just going to go with Santos to get it done uh, by decision or like I said, a round 2 TKO for Santos here. On to the next and the last. We are finally here. I'm trying to fucking speed through this. I'm out of breath. I'm not fat. I'm just out of breath because I'm doing a lot of talking. All right. On to the main event. I'm actually quite excited for this main event. We've got Arnold Allen versus Malik Costa. It's a good featherweight matchup. I don't think you can really hate on this matchup. Should be a good striking matchup. And I'm gonna go with Arnold Allen to get this shit done. Malik Costa, he's a big up and comer. He's had some fucking crazy finishes. Like in his last fight, he was getting picked on the whole fight, and then in like the second or third round, I forget which one, gets himself a beautiful knockout. But Arnold Allen, he's more technical. Arnold Allen, bro, y'all must be again another y'all must have forgot moment, bro. All right, don't fuck with my boy Arnold Allen. He still got it in. Even after all that time off and going against a tough opponent like Gene Silva, okay, which people may think he's not as tough now that he's lost to Diego Lopez, but let me tell you guys, Diego Lopez is a fucking different breed of human, okay? So I don't think we can really count that out against Arnold Allen. I think Arnold Allen could have won that fight if he would have just been a little bit cleaner and got hit less. I know that sounds like some fucking heavy cope there. Oh, he would have won if he didn't lose. But I think he really could have won that fight if he was just a bit more prepared, bit more like a bit more in his groove, I guess. Coming off all that time off, he's still stuck in there with Gene Silva, one of the best featherweights right now. And Malik Costa, he's fucking sloppy. Like I said, he was getting picked on his last fight, up until the knockout. All right, which I don't like for Malik Costa. I think Arnold Allen, he's going to be able to land the more cleaner strikes here in over 5 rounds. If Malik Costa doesn't get his fucking, round 2 TKO or his round 3 TKO, what happens in round 4 and 5? I think Arnold Allen, holy fuck, I'm talking fast, is going to be able to piece him up and have the better cardio here and the more experience as far as, the later rounds go. So give me Arnold Allen to get this one done by a clean decision. And no more being said. We're cutting it off there. We're not doing any extra yapping about this card. We're on to the fucking Netflix card, okay? Let me set the fucking tone here because we got a beautiful 3 fights to go over here. Which one do I want to start with? Let's just start with the bottom. We've got Francis Ngannou versus Felipe Lins. Yet again, just like the Atiba fight last weekend, against who was that against? I forget who it was against. But Felipe Lins, his family was actually caught on TikTok shopping for a casket. All right, because this motherfucker's getting knocked out in round 1. Okay, this is gonna be the shortest one of these 3 fights that we're gonna go over. Francis Ngannou, yes, he may be like 45. I think he is 45. But I mean that doesn't really you can't really play that into the prediction because these heavyweights, bruh, they're 45 and they're still out there knocking people out. And I think Francis Ngannou is gonna do just that against Felipe Lins. He's the bigger guy. He's literally probably got, not even kidding, 25, 30 pounds of muscle on Felipe Lins. He's fucking absolutely massive. And I think he's going to be able to just go in there and pretty much do whatever he wants. He can get sloppy, okay? Like I was talking about earlier, bro. He can do those fucking leaping forward, left, right hook, left, right hook, left, right hook over and over and just get himself a fucking destructive, cataclysmic fucking knockout against Felipe Lins. He can pretty much do whatever he wants in this fight, okay? Not trying to hate on Felipe Lins, but you're dealing with fucking Francis Ngannou here, okay, buddy? Round 1 KO by Francis Ngannou coming up. Next, we've got Nate Diaz versus Mike Perry, okay? Tough-ass fight to predict here. I don't care what anybody says. This is a tough-ass fight to pick. I think I'm going to go with Nate Diaz, bro. Yeah, I'm going with Nate Diaz, bro. He should be able to keep Mike Perry at range. Mike Perry, he's an aggressive little fucker, kind of like a little pit bull. So I'm a little bit worried if he does get inside, what happens when he gets inside. I think Nate Diaz has the up on grappling here, not submissions. Well, I mean, I guess submissions too, but I think he has the up on grappling here. But I don't think he's gonna need it, okay? Because it's gonna be a fucking war. Give me Nate Diaz by a 1 HP close decision win. Keep Mike Perry at range. Keep the little pit bull tamed. Um, and just fucking do the shit like he used to do, bro. Just don't even gotta hit him with nothing much. No like real power. Just fucking bop him. Keep him on the outside. Mix it up and get himself a little decision here. Nate Diaz is back, folks. That's what we better be hearing. All right, so I'm gonna be fucking pissed. I do think Mike Perry's a little bit more hungry though than Nate Diaz, which makes me worried because that does play a big factor, which I'm about to talk about in the main event as well. It plays a big factor in fights. Mike Perry, he ain't got the money like Nate Diaz got. He ain't got the life set up. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure he's doing all right. But Nate Diaz, bro, he's millions of dollars sitting in the bank account, much weed as he wants. All right. So Mike Perry, he's definitely going to be a little bit hungrier. But I think Nate Diaz wants to prove that he still got it a little bit. I don't know. Tough fight to pick, but I'm going to go with Nate Diaz to get it done by decision based off those things there. On to the next. We've got Ronda Rousey versus Gina Carano. Gina Carano is getting slimed out in round 1. Round 2, probably. Unfortunately, Gina Carano is going to get subbed in this fight, okay? I don't want it to be true. I don't want it to happen. I mean, just look at her. I mean, come on now. Who wants Gina Carano to lose, okay? And this fucking dyke to win, okay? Ronda Rousey, man, let's scale away from the fight here, okay? Ronda Rousey really pissing me off. She's got this chip on her shoulder, this type of, I guess you could say, boss bitch attitude. And I'm not fucking with it, all right? I'm not fucking with I don't know if it's a new personality, but I feel like it's definitely a little bit more extreme than it used to be. She's got this boss bitch attitude here recently, and it's really pissing me off, okay? And, well, it's also pissing me off that am envisioning her subbing Gina Carano in round 2, all right? But also, the boss bitch character is really pissing me off. The biggest sporting event in MMA history. No, it's not. Okay, maybe if you were off the card and we had like a fucking, I don't know, a fucking bigger fight. I mean, this ain't the fucking biggest fight. All right, I'm more excited for fucking Nate Diaz versus Mike Perry and Francis Ngannou versus Felipe Lins in this fight. How to throw a few shots there at Ronda Rousey. My bad. Kind of getting off topic here, but like I said, Ronda Rousey, the grappling here is just like it's a night and day difference. It's an insane difference. Ronda Rousey obviously has the up on grappling. Gina Carano, I would pick Gina Carano if she had a little bit better hands, a little bit better striking. But I don't think she has the better striking enough to knock out Ronda Rousey or something. That would be fucking beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I might fucking Sean O'Malley start triggering off. I might fucking do that, dude. All right, if she gets a knockout, but we gotta face the facts here. Gina Carano's getting subbed in round 2 by Ronda Rousey. Vintage Ronda Rousey's back. Vintage Ronda Rousey's back. It's gonna be the fucking headlines. I have to block all the accounts that I see posting that bullshit. Make it fun of my Gina Carano, okay? But yeah, not too much to be said about that fight either. Pretty quick 9 fights that we went over there. We went through 9 fights pretty quick. So we're only 19 minutes in. But I'm quite excited for these cards, especially these last 3 fights of the Netflix card. It's a bit of a battle of the unks. Okay, we've got some aunts and some unks making their way back into the cage. You love to see it. That's gonna be it though. That's all I got. I can't do any more yapping, or else it's gonna be a shit video. You guys are just gonna be like, dude, who's this crackhead? Not too much more to bro. If I fucking stutter one more fucking time, I'm gonna flip. Deep breaths. That's gonna be it for the video. I think I might do a little Ariel Hawani hatred video. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. Okay, because Ariel Hawani's been back at it again. You know, there was a few months ago where he was talking about Dana White, something that Dana White was doing wrong. I can't remember, but I went as far as commenting on his TikTok, saying "Go off, Uncle Ariel." Okay, I was fucking with Ariel for a little bit, but he's back at it again. He's back on the streets. Um, just weaseling around, talking shit about my boy, our boy, Sean Strickland. And I'm not fucking with it. So I might make a video about that, but if not, we'll be back with a little recap, okay, of these beautiful fights. That's gonna be it for me though. Peace.